The name Mesopotamia came from the Greek, meaning between two rivers. Mesopotamia is the world's oldest known civilization that was located in Iraq and Syria, between the land of the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers. It was surrounded by the Zagros Mountains in the northeast and Arabian Plateau in the southeast. Fertile land and incredible water supply from the two rivers enabled easier farming and irrigation. Mesopotamia is considered the first urban civilization. It was the first known society that provided evidence of ancient people intentionally living close to one another, with social economic structures that allowed for peaceful relations. Since the ancient people could sustain themselves, they could settle down instead of the older hunter-gatherer methods of the past. This led to the start of small groups forming small villages, towns, and later great cities. In general, when people speak about the North and South Mesopotamia, we typically associate the South with the Sumerians and the North with the Akkadians. Both of these groups stem from the periods between about 3000 to 2000 BC. What is interesting is that the history of the North and the South dated back to 6000 BC and shows that both developed in different directions. However, later on, the Assyrian kings tried as hard as they could to unite the two halves. Mesopotamia is split into different periods. These periods are chronologically ordered. The Ubaid period from 6500 to 4000 BC. The Iraq period from 4000 to 3000 BC. Jemdet Nasser from 3200 to 3000 BC. Early dynastic period from 3000 to 2350 BC. Akkadian from 2350 to 2200 BC. Neo-Sumerian from 2100 to 2000 BC. Old Babylonian and Old Assyrian periods from 2000 to 1600 BC. Middle Assyrian from 1600 to 1000 BC. Neo-Assyrian from 1000 to 605 BC. Neo-Babylonian from 625 to 539 BC. Mesopotamia was first home to villages in the Neolithic period of around 6000 BC. The houses were made of mud brick and were permanent residential structures that were being constructed before the Ubaid period at southern sites such as Tel El-Khalil, Eridu, Talo, and Ubaid. In northern Mesopotamia at Tel Brak, architecture began to appear around 4400 BC. In 6000 BC, temples were shown evident, most notably at Eridu. The first urban settlements had been recognized at Iraq at around 3900 BC, alongside with mass-produced wheel-thrown pottery, the introduction of writing, and cylinder seals. Assyrian records, written in cuneiform, have also been discovered and have been deciphered, allowing us access to political and economic information about Mesopotamian society. Mesopotamia continued as a definable civilization right through the fall of Babylon at about 1595 BC. Thanks for watching. In my next video, I will talk about the Ubaid period from 6500 to 4000 BC. If you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.